Hey guys, what is going on? This is Kootra, and I am sitting here right now about to tell you guys about a little change of plans I have. So originally I was going to go through and answer every single one of the questions on that Q&A video I did, but after spending over 45 minutes on the first half of the first page of comments, getting through probably about 200 or so, I decided to just go through and find like the most asked questions, and I'll answer those now. And then if your question didn't get answered, then you can just go to the comment section, ask it again, and I'll answer it just by the YouTube comment system. And I think that'll be a lot easier and a lot less time consuming because I have other stuff I gotta do. So let's get started. I just wrote a list down and I'll just go from the top bottom. So first of all, one of the most asked questions was, how did I get my name Kootra? And that originally started back in the day when I had an original Xbox and I had rented Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I was going to try and make a profile, and I wanted a real original Star Wars-ish sounding name, and I came up with Kootra. And later on when I joined YouTube, I was like, I kind of liked that name before. I'm going to use it again. So I used Kootra, and here we are. And you know, all that great stuff. Another one was, what is my age? I am 19 years old and I turned 20 in April. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Another one, these next three are usually the slogans we use. The first one is MLG. Where did it come from and why do you use it so much? So, if you don't know already, MLG stands for Major League Gaming, and it's pretty much like a professional gaming circuit that they run. And we all think, like me and my friends, you know, Spoon, Nova, and everybody just thinks it's so ridiculous and all serious, and it's so dumb. So we just make fun of it by saying we're MLG all the time when we really aren't, but we're just failing miserably, and you know. It's all that hyperventilation and stuff. Taking stuff way too seriously. So that's pretty much where MLG came from. The word creature, that's a big one. That's probably the biggest one we've ever used. But that started way back in the day when we were filming on COD 4. And we were filming this dumb series called Robot Donkey Chronicles. And in between filming or something, I think it was my buddy Sergeant Bisking or Psycho Soldier. One of them started crawling and hitting Y really fast. And what that does when you're in prone and you hit Y a bunch, it like contorts your character. So like his upper body's frozen, but then his legs are like moving back and forth. It's nasty looking. And then Dan, which is Sergeant Bisking, called him a creature, and it just, you know, went from there. We've been using it ever since, and that was probably about a year or two ago, and it's grown so much, and look at Creature Talk was born from it and everything, so it's obviously pretty big. Let's see, brown. Everyone's asking brown, what the brown do you guys use brown for? And pretty much what brown is way back in the day when Spoon was using You Mad a lot. We were getting kind of tired of that, and one day we were just throwing back random ones because we were just bored, I guess, and I was saying like you nails, you cat, and then Spoon wrote back to me, you brown, and I was like, what is that? And then he wrote back to me again, you brown, and it just went from there. We use brown pretty much as saying angry or mad. So if you hear us say, you know, there's a lot of brown around here, a lot of anger, it's in no way racist, and we don't intend it to be, even though sometimes it sounds like it, but no, it's not racist. It's just our word for mad, pretty much. And we've been using it a lot, so it's turned into WTB, what the brown, that I use a lot, and all that great stuff. So a lot of other questions usually pertain to Spoon or Nova, like how I met them, and if I've ever seen them in real life. Or I've never seen either of them in real life. I've seen pictures of Spoon. I'm not going to tell you what kind of pictures. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I've never seen James's picture, but I've never met either of them in real life, and I don't know if I ever will. Who knows? Spoon's too much of a creature. So yeah, but let's see. A couple other questions were, where do I live? That's kind of creepy, but I can give you guys the general location. I live near Denver, Colorado. I'm not going to tell you exactly where, because if you do live there, you'll probably come and stalk me. It's a big town, though. I mean, it's a big city, so I'm comfortable telling you I live there. Another question was favorite game. What's your favorite game of all time? And that is Mass Effect. In both of the Mass Effects, I just like their story, gameplay, everything. The engine it's in, Unreal Engine, But yeah, that's pretty much that. My favorite game. A lot of people are asking me if I'll ever show my face. I actually already have in a junkyard video when I was down at his house, because I live 20 minutes away from him, and he filmed me eating burritos at Chipotle, and then I think I was at his house helping him edit something, and he filmed me with the WD-40 cam. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. I will show my face more if I ever get a video camera, so I don't know. We'll see. They're expensive, and I don't feel like paying that much right now. A lot of other questions pertaining to my computer setup or what programs I use. I actually have like a Dell, I can't even remember what it is, like a Dell XPS, and it has X6, which is a 6-core AMD 3.2 gigahertz processor, 4 gigabytes DDR3 RAM, 2 terabyte hard drive, and an ATI Radeon HD 5870 graphics card. Those are the basic specs of it. I use programs for editing. I usually use After Effects or Premiere, and then I use UDK for engine stuff most of the time. That's like my favorite program to use because it's awesome. And for capturing, I actually have a Blackmagic Intensity Pro built in into one of my PCI slots that I use for my Xbox, and I have Fraps that I use to capture Minecraft and any other computer games. So yeah, that's pretty much it for computer stuff. A lot of other questions pertaining to Kootra smells and where did it come from. So a while back, apparently James started putting Kootra smells in his tags on YouTube, and people seemed to like that, so that's where it was born. Everyone started saying Kootra smells just because they saw it in stupid tags. I don't know why. Another one's asking me, why don't I make machinimas anymore? Well, I've been holding off a bit. One of the main reasons is because I haven't had a lot of time lately. So it's just a lot easier to cut together gameplay and throw those up. Plus, it's building my audience so that I can actually release a lot more machinima later on and have a bigger audience see them and hopefully like them. Because machinima is really hard to actually grow a fan base off of. It's just very, especially nowadays when it's all about commentaries. So we bring our special kind of fun element to commentaries that we haven't really seen on YouTube. And pretty much the last major question is, will you guys ever have an open lobby? And we're thinking about having like a open public Minecraft server that we can have, that people can just come and hang out in and build stuff, and we'll be in there regularly when we're not filming in my server. And so yeah, that's what we're planning on doing. Hopefully we'll have another kind of game night or whatever, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's most of the majorly asked questions. If you guys have any that I didn't answer, feel free to go down in the comment section and ask them, and I'll go through and just reply to you that way, because like I said, it's a lot less time consuming. And yeah, it should be pretty grand. So thank you again, everybody, for 50,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it, and hopefully we'll be around for many, many more. See you guys.